Hey guys, how we doing? So, we are doing the Versus videos from Swag Kage, like you guys have been suggesting. And I thought I'd start with the Minato versus Itachi, because, goddamn, they're my two favourite characters in Naruto. I can't believe that this is an actual thing. I love them both. They are my favourite too. Like, I love the whole idea of Minato and what he could do, and Itachi is just so goddamn cool. And, I'm not going to do much of an intro because this is a 29-minute video, so we're just going to get straight into this. So this is Minato at Namikaze versus Itachi. Let's do this.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Swag Kage here, and welcome to today's video where I have my good friend Seththeprogrammer here to talk to me about
Don't worry, I'm going to do some
Minato versus
Seththeprogrammer
Itachi, as you can see in the title. So, Seth, go ahead and give me your opening thoughts. Who do you think would win?
So, is this going to be sick or healthy?
Well, okay, so we're going to be doing, like, various forms versus, like, various forms. So, like, we're going to talk about, like, you know, alive Minato versus alive Itachi, Edo Minato versus Edo Itachi, and then, like, prime alive Minato with QB versus prime alive Itachi.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, me and you discussed this before we started, you know, recording, but Itachi versus Minato has a lot of factors to it. It depends.
So many.
How aggressive is Minato? How?
Yeah, it really does depend on whether the guy is bloodlusted or whatever. Like, it's like there's so many factors that could change how this fight goes down. Like, if they start really close to each other, for example, Itachi would probably Genjutsu Minato immediately. First of all, let me just go ahead and clarify what we're gonna do. Which one do you want to talk about first? KCM versus Edo Itachi, or like just alive Minato versus alive Itachi? Because we're not even gonna talk about sick Itachi. He'd probably get fucked by Minato.
Yeah, he doesn't have the chakra. Well, I think what we should do is we should probably talk about KCM first, because that's more.
This is a more direct outcome.
It's more direct, and then at the end we can talk about what would happen with them both, like in their normal states.
Right.
So this is going to be reanimated versus reanimated, pretty much.
Yeah, and I guess then we can also move on to alive versus like a hypothetical alive Minato with KCM versus alive Itachi in his prime.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, the results won't be too different. So, you know, you've got Edo Itachi, who has a huge buff. He's way stronger than he was when he was alive because he has infinite Mangekyo Sharingan use. It's almost like he has an EMS. Not sick. Yeah, he's not sick. You know, he doesn't have the stamina issues. He has, like, infinite stamina. I mean, like, you eliminate pretty much every weakness that Minato could exploit when you make him Edo Tensei, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Edo Minato, I mean, like, he has no limit on the amount of chakra that he can use to teleport, to create shadow clones, and then he also has all of that extra power from the 9 tails that he can use to enter KCM. And, I mean, KCM Minato is capable of some pretty ridiculous stuff. So, like, you know, it took KCM 1 Naruto going, like, straight full power, like, just fully amping himself, powering up to his absolute maximum to outspeed the 4th Raikage, right?
Right.
And, you know, that was, again, while in KCM 1, and everyone was surprised that he was able to do it. Meanwhile, Minato was able to do the same shit, like, casually in base form. Yep. So, if you give him KCM, it's like stacking KCM on top of an even faster KCM for Naruto. Like, if it's like if KCM Naruto went KCM. It would be, like, ridiculous. That's how fast he is. Because it's not like Minato's just this fast because of Flying Raijin. He can also use Body Flicker really well, which is what made Shisui so fast, Raikage so fast, so on and so forth. But, yeah, what were you going to say?
What I was going to say is that the main speed that Minato has is more so reaction time. I believe that it's mostly reaction time along with teleportation. That's all you really need is the reaction time if you're just teleporting anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think, like, he's necessarily running away as fast as KCM Naruto, but I do think he has the reaction time and the ability to dodge better than KCM Naruto.
I mean, well, then when you stack, like, the KCM speed buff...
of course, it's completely...
Yeah, I mean, because base Naruto isn't one of the fastest characters in the series. Like, well, base Naruto pre-QB amp, you know, like, this is like Rasen Shuriken Naruto, you know? So he's not that fast. And then given KCM, he's like Raikage speed. So you give Minato that same speed buff, and then his already godly reaction speed and teleportation, it's going to be pretty hard for Itachi to do anything about that.
In fact, it'd be like almost squaring his speed, because not only was he already like KCM in just base, he would be having like an amped KCM, because he'd have the whole like cloak and cape bullshit. It'd be beyond squaring his speed, which is absolutely fucking insane. And then here, Itachi, when he fought KCM Naruto, Naruto was completely fatigued. He just shat out thousands of clones across the battlefield. He was so weak that right after his fight with Itachi and Nagato, he was about to pass out, and Itachi's like, chill, dude, you're okay taking it a little too far. You can't do everything by yourself. And Itachi takes on this heavily fatigued KCM Naruto. Maybe not heavily, but fatigued KCM Naruto.
Tired.
And they're somewhat just rivaling each other in speed. And this Naruto, when he was at full power, just got the form pretty much. And amped himself to his maximum, was able to blitz the Raikage. He wasn't able to do it casually.
Oh yeah, he had to try.
This was, of course, after beating... No, this was before beating the third Raikage with, like, I guess, like...
a shadow clone.
With a shadow clone, but that wasn't due to speed. I know people are gonna, like, bring that up. Like, well, say Naruto did beat the third Raikage, but, well, that was a nerfed third Raikage.
That was a weakened... They were both weakened.
Yeah, and on top of that, Sage Mode does amp reaction time a lot, and that's all Naruto needs.
Well, yeah, because like you said in the video, Sage Mode amps everything.
A sense of precognition, %.
Yeah, it's like what the Sharingan gives a person almost, except like, you know, it's like taken to an extreme degree. Then like KCM Naruto, you know, like was actually able to outrun the Raikage. Like he was like completely on the other side. He didn't just like move his body a little bit and like shove a Rasengan into him. It was a much different,
just shove a Rasengan
much different
at him.
feat. So yeah, I don't want people saying like, well, that KCM Naruto is actually just as fast as me. No, not. Minato is much faster than this Itachi. Well, to be fair, Itachi didn't seem to be struggling against Naruto, but I don't think he was outspeeding him. So yeah, Minato is faster.
Yeah, it's just. You have basically, even if you wanked Itachi to be the same speed as Minato, and then you gave Minato the cloak, it would still be.
Hold on. What kind of retarded wank is this?
No, I meant
is Minato's
I meant base. I meant base to base. It's still wank completely. I don't mean QB cloak. With QB cloak,
it's even then, it's just like Minato is known as the yellow flash. I just want to know who's doing this.
It's just like, even if you wanked Itachi to Minato's speed and reaction times, with the QB cloak, it's basically like squaring his speed, like I said before, if not more. And Minato, on top of having the superior speed, has equal to possibly greater fighting technique. I mean, he
has a whole bunch of ninjutsu that he's capable of using. Itachi's arsenal isn't that versatile, at least not when he's not Edo. So I guess since this is like Edo versus Edo, it's different because he can spam Amaterasu. And,
he could just do whatever all the time. He doesn't have to worry about it.
But aside from that, he has like shadow clones, Genjutsu, and fire. At least that's really about all that we've seen him do. Meanwhile, Minato has like teleportation is really, I think, underappreciated. It's like a really powerful ability.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, especially reanimated when he can use it endlessly, and especially when combined with the
shadow chakra.
Okay, like, reanimated Minato teleported a Jubi Biju bomb. All right, like that's fucking
some mad skills.
That should tell you all you need to know about how good this guy is with the Flying Thunder God.
Yeah,
it's crazy. He and Tobirama can switch places using it. Actually, like it's crazy. So he knows what he's doing, and you know, you give him infinite chakra. Like what? You just can't stop him. The only thing I can see Itachi doing to counter Minato's FTG is using Amaterasu on like the locations of the seals that Minato places.
Oh right, okay,
environment, which would actually be a really smart counter. That way, Minato just cannot teleport there. The thing is, though,
because as soon as he teleported there, he would
shoot Amaterasu. And I know Amaterasu moves fast, but not as fast as the Raikage, who Minato is much faster than. So if Itachi were to do that, Minato, exactly. So if Itachi were to do that, he wouldn't be able to do it before Minato could catch him slipping in the split second he needed to like attack him from behind. Also, keep in mind, Minato is capable of teleporting, attacking, and teleporting like all in the same instant at once. So his strike speed is similar to his teleportation speed.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. So it wouldn't take very long for him to teleport behind Itachi and just, you know, like right in the back. If Itachi does decide to go the Amaterasu route, but if Itachi's surrounded by his Susanoo, it'll probably be a bit difficult for Minato to get through that, even with KCM. It's very complicated. There are so many factors here because it's like, could Itachi
KCM stands for QB chakra.
Could he not? I don't know. Does he have his Susanoo up? Does he not? And for that matter, you were talking about this earlier to me, and yeah, go ahead and mention, like, do we have any idea whether or not Minato could actually get through Itachi's Susanoo with, like, Flying Thunder God if he places the seal before it's manifested?
Before I get into that, I'm just gonna pull my pants out. I'm whipping it out. Okay, I'm gonna be dead ass honest.
He's whipping it out.
I think versus KCM Minato that Itachi has nothing on him. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm gonna be straight up.
I agree.
I'm there as well.
Though.
God damn.
For one, like you mentioned this before, that he can Amaterasu the seals. That's true. However, KCM, he doesn't even need seals. He's just
super fast,
superior to Itachi in speed.
Yeah.
He has the power of basically a perfect Susanoo with the full Bijou.
Yeah, a lot of people forget that KCM Minato can manifest like the full Kurama avatar, which he did with Naruto to form a big fucking Rasengan. Okay.
So,
and on
my
top
God.
of that, they have got equal skills, so Itachi's not pulling some Batman plot armor shit. They both have the same kind of mentality.
They're both geniuses.
And on top of that, Amaterasu, I'm going to be honest with you, I know you were just saying this too, I don't think Amaterasu would work against KCM because he could probably glob it off. I mean, we've seen Naruto glob off Amaterasu before, so I mean, it's very possible.
When did Naruto glob off the Amaterasu? I forget. Wasn't it like off
with the chakra
stage mode
thing?
It was just against the they were like base versus base.
Yeah,
and
he like created like a part of the he created a part of the cloak, and he just like got rid of Amaterasu that way. But I don't know if Minato has enough experience with the cloak to do that.
That's true.
That's possible, but yeah, I think it's a possibility worth keeping in mind. But I don't think it's one worth writing Amaterasu off with. And like I doubt Minato would teleport into the center of an Amaterasu.
Directly. Oh, that's now. Oh no!
Because you saw how big that shit can get in the fight between Itachi and Sasuke at the Uchiha hideout. But it is still a fair point.
Yeah, and then like I said, it's just completely blitz fucking him. And Genjutsu, Itachi's main arsenal of attack, would not work against KCM because this is Minato and Kurama who are now working together as friends. So Kurama would actually snap him out of it. And with Amaterasu, we've seen the Raikage can dodge it, so even base Minato could probably teleport out of the way of that shit, let alone KCM, who might not even need to use his Flying Raijin. He'd probably just use it to Wombo combo like some Storm 4 shit.
Exactly. And it's just like the shit that he can pull off with his clones and Flying Raijin in Storm 4 is like retarded, dude. It is so crazy.
If Itachi does not activate his perfect Susanoo, I mean, I meant just Susanoo in general, my bad. And Itachi's not hitting him with the fucking Tosca blade.
There's no way. He would keep trying. Wouldn't work.
He would teleport and blitz.
Too fast.
And he also has the power of a perfect Susanoo, so he could easily just body his Susanoo. There's no way Itachi can win. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. I don't want to be a Minato tard or anything. I'm going to prove I'm not with this next set of battles of Itachi versus Minato. But when it comes
questionable
to KCM,
without the KCM, isn't it?
We need to realize that Itachi and Minato are more like rivals in base. Not a Minato with a fucking Nine Tails. Alright?
And Naruto with the same half of one Nine. We went over this in our Naruto versus Hashirama video.
I think the Itachi versus Minato
I don't think Minato ever fired a Bijudama, but if he wanted to, I mean, like, what's Itachi gonna do? Like, Yada Mirror? He can Yada Mirror one, and then he can have a clone use the same avatar and then shove a massive Rasengan up the actual asshole of the Susanoo from behind. I mean, you know, there are just a lot of ways to counter it. So and actually, he can teleport chakra entities, so I wonder if he created a seal on Itachi's back before the Susanoo was manifested. Maybe he couldn't teleport in there himself, but maybe if Itachi did use Amaterasu to try and shut down his ability to teleport,
like an attack.
Maybe he uses Flying Raijin to teleport some of Amaterasu's flames into the Susanoo and just like cook Itachi alive in there.
Because we know he can teleport chakra like with the Bijuu.
He's teleported a 9 Tails Bijudama in base and a 10 Tails Bijudama pretty casually at an Edo Tensei base, not even in KCM. So,
like I said, Genjutsu, Amaterasu, Susanoo, these things can all be overpowered. Maybe not Amaterasu like you argued. You argued that he might not be able to know how to glob it off. I can see that, but he would be able to blitz it for most part. And
again, he might be able to use it against Itachi by teleporting it.
Yeah, it's just KCM complete stomp. So I think we should just move on before people start calling me a Minato tard.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get called a Minato tard because I'm like rooting for Minato in this fight.
No,
and I think he
all
would,
your points are valid.
Decimate Itachi,
All
KCM,
your points are
but
valid.
in base, this is a different story, like you were saying.
Completely different.
Oh yeah.
Like absolutely different because now base tiny ass Minato has to contend with the strongest armored Susanoo.
Yeah.
Which is Itachi's with the Yata mirror and the Totsuka blade. Full deflection and instant one-shot weapon. It's absolutely crazy. So, the only counter I see Minato actually having to the Susanoo that could just hard counter it is the Reaper Death Seal, but in character he wouldn't pull that off.
And here's another thing is the Spirit Shield Yata mirror, it might be able to block some forms of the Reaper Death Seal because it does block on an astral level.
Oh.
Yeah, and it does change its properties to completely negate whatever touches it.
Oh, shit.
Now, I don't know if it could fucking block the God of Death.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't,
but it'd be able to dodge.
Imagine, the Grim Reaper tries to come claim Itachi's soul.
And he's just like, nope. Nope.
That probably wouldn't happen.
Bye.
Most of the advances that activate the Reaper Death Seal would be hard. He also doesn't really have the power to just blatantly. I mean, if he used Sage Mode, we've seen Sage Mode is able to dominate.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Before we get into Sage Mode,
we never seen him use Sage Mode.
Okay. So, in base, Minato doesn't really have a lot of jutsu that can overpower it. I mean,
absolutely
Itachi's not.
I never seen Sage Mode
he's got
till
Rasengan
Edo.
against a Susanoo. Really?
Yeah,
really?
It's not doing much, and it's there's just the Totsuka blade's not going to seal Minato. Obviously, it's just the speed advantage is completely.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, what could he do to get through it? And since this is Prime Itachi,
he has
not Fake Itachi. Yeah, he has a lot more stamina, and he might be able to catch Minato slipping, especially if he uses Shadow Clones. That's a move outside of the Susanoo. It might be crazy because one thing a lot of people need to keep in mind: we've never ever seen healthy Itachi fighting at full power. And as a matter of fact,
I even didn't try versus Kabuto because he didn't
even try against Kabuto. The only person he tried all out against was Nagato, and he fucking
he obliterated him.
Really fondled him, dude.
Yeah.
He figured out how to stop Chibaku Tensei in seconds, and then just instantly sealed him. It was kind of pathetic.
You have to imagine this. I mean, Itachi and Sasuke, they stabbed. By the time they stabbed Kabuto that one time, if that was Itachi going all out and he stabbed him one time, it would have been sealed right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you honestly need to think about that. I mean, Itachi wasn't trying to kill Kabuto.
Yeah, he had to alive. The Edo Tensei, yeah.
Yeah, so he couldn't go all out. That's something people need to know. Now, in the terms of Minato versus Itachi, I think Minato has a speed advantage, although not by an insane amount anymore, like with KCM.
Nobody's still a little bit faster.
I don't think there's a lot Minato could do really in character because he's a sweetie pie and he'd probably gesture.
I don't know.
At
He
Itachi.
was trying pretty hard.
Please let me friends.
True, although Obito wasn't his old comrade.
Also, he's definitely a savage. He killed a lot of people in the Third War.
That is true.
But I don't know if he would know, if he would have insider information about Itachi if he was still alive. Yeah. So that might be it. But assuming they're fighting to kill, he would probably go straight. Now, assuming they're fighting to kill in character, he would go straight for the kill. But if this was bloodlusted, this would be so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
They would both just be pulling shit off, not even stopping the thing. It would almost be on instinct.
Yeah, if it was bloodlusted, it'd be completely different because bloodlusted Itachi would probably instantly go for Susanoo. I'm gonna be honest, because he's fucking angry. I mean, bloodlusted, he's probably gonna get a power.
Imagine, Minato just killed Sasuke.
Yeah,
right, and just fucked all the open wounds right in front of Itachi.
But the thing is that Minato has a speed advantage heavily. And if he could possibly blitz Itachi, because if he's bloodlust, he's just instantly going for the kill.
Yeah.
So it might be some Obito shit where he just teleported in front of him, just slit his fucking throat, kind of shit. It'd be similar to that, except with maybe kunai and shit.
Well, Itachi is able to create shadow clones pretty fast. I think if he was bloodlusted, he would respond the same way. It's just it's really crazy. But I think for the sake of keeping this as simple as possible, let's just talk about in character because I don't fucking know how bloodlusted would go. That would be crazy.
clusterfuck.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would be able to follow the fight. They would be fighting on like a higher level of consciousness, dude. So,
what's your opinion on it? Like,
I honestly don't know who would win Bloodlusted, like prime these two, but like I think I'm going with like a slight edge for Minato at like prime alive because like not Bloodlusted because like Sage mode, right? It really depends on if he can summon because he can summon the massive like Toad. He can summon Gamabunta. So I don't know if he can summon Ma and Pa, the same Toads that Jiraiya used when he used Sage mode. But if he can, when Minato enters Sage mode, and if he can summon them, he could definitely catch Itachi in an auditory Genjutsu. And the thing about this is, yeah, and the biggest thing is in Sage mode, and I know people are going to be like, but he's a perfect Sage, first of all. He's got a more developed Sage mode than Jiraiya, who like sort of turns into a frog because he can't really do it.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? Where he doesn't take any frog form. And it took him no time to
gather the natural energy he needed. Like he just closed his eyes, opened them, suddenly he was a Sage. Even Naruto had to leave shadow clones behind at Mount Miyaboku. So I don't know why Minato thinks he sucks at Sage mode. Maybe Jiraiya got jealous and he was like
turn into any kind of.
Yeah. So like. Minato's really good at Sage mode, and with that in mind, Kabuto was completely immune to all of Itachi's Genjutsu, because he was able to turn off his eyesight and his hearing and still sense his surroundings with ease. And I don't know if Minato would actually just be able to cut off his vision with his eyes still open, or his hearing, but he could definitely close his eyes.
And still fight.
Itachi doesn't have any auditory Genjutsu, so...
Yeah. Well, with Sage mode, what you realize is that Sage Naruto... His power was honestly insane. It was at least 5-tailed version 2 QB level. I've done sales on that before. At least 5-tailed version 2. Yeah. And when he uses shadow clones, he's able to barrage the actual 9-tails and even make him flinch. Yeah, now, I don't see Minato making like thousands of clones and barraging Itachi. Obviously, that's Naruto's kind of style. However, in power, I do think it's actually a significant enough level to actually now start damaging the Susanoo and breaking through it.
Nice.
And not the Yaramir, though.
Not the Yaramir. But the thing with Minato is that he has such good mobility. He has so many ways to get around it. The Yaramir is only the front of Itachi's body. It's like an actual shield. There's so many ways to teleport around it and etc. There's so many ways to just plant seals around the arena or whatever they're doing. It's so many ways to get like a massive Rasengan into the Susanoo and possibly start damaging it.
Yeah.
And this will start draining Itachi's chakra. And Itachi's just not Totsuka blading or Amaterasuing even base Minato, to be honest. I mean, he might be able to Amaterasu with that seal plan that you referred to. Although that could possibly backfire. Although in terms of speed, it's just Minato's just too quick, and with Sage mode, it's just too powerful.
The best thing that Itachi has that might actually give him the win is if he can catch Minato with like a finger Genjutsu or something before Minato realizes how good Itachi is at using Genjutsu. He doesn't even... No, the thing is, Minato will notice if it's like a really big, large-scale Genjutsu, like Tsukuyomi.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he could break out of Tsukuyomi. I don't think he would get hit by it. But the thing is, Sasuke in his fight with Danzo showed something that pretty much nobody has. As a matter of fact, he did it to Deidara as well. And it's that you can place people under Genjutsu so subtle that they don't even notice.
They
like
when
Danzo thought his Sharingan eye was still
that was an amazing move by Sasuke.
He wouldn't have even thought twice about that because he was so focused on trying to take care of Sasuke's Susanoo and survive for long enough. So I think if Minato got caught in a subtle enough Genjutsu, what Itachi could do is he could light the seals of the Flying Thunder God with a Materasu, and keep Minato under the impression that nothing is there, so when he teleports, he ends up lighting himself on fire and GG. And that's a really solid possibility, but it really depends on Minato's knowledge of Itachi's Genjutsu abilities, because, I mean, it wasn't, like, widespread how, like, great a Genjutsu this guy was. I've made fun of Kurenai for this in the past, and she tried to use Genjutsu on Itachi.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, you know, the average Jonin doesn't know about it, but maybe
He's like, nah.
Minato will know how
Nah.
good Itachi is at this stuff. Like, I'm not sure. If he goes in without knowledge, he could very easily just get, like, Genjutsu Amaterasu molested. But
Very
if he does go in with knowledge, you know, he can do what Kabuto did and use Sage Mode. And best case scenario for Minato is he's able to summon Ma and Pa and catch
Big
Itachi in
toes.
that one Genjutsu, and then it's like over.
Really, all Itachi has to guarantee somewhat of a victory would be Kodo Amatsukami.
Oh yeah, he could summon the crow and
Or
I mean,
Izanami.
If he Izanami's Minato, man, like I just don't know if he'd be able to hit him enough times, because the thing about Izanami is you have to cause a loop, right? You have to hit somebody in
Of
the
course.
exact same way twice. And Minato is way too fucking
fast
fast,
to do
man.
that. Yeah.
Just
There's
like,
no way you can do
no.
that. There's
And
no way.
Minato likes to be unpredictable as well. Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't think Izanami's an option for him.
Nah.
Yeah. And if he's in Sage mode, he would definitely be able to tell that he's under Genjutsu.
Exactly.
Because he can sense all chakra and things around him.
You're-
And
Yeah,
this
so
is also,
if he
everything is
saw
heightened.
an Amaterasu and there was no actual Amaterasu there, like, he would know. Well, yeah, I mean, even Karin can, like, sense whether somebody's chakra is disrupted, so she knows when people are under Genjutsu. So actually, I think if Minato activates Sage Mode, yeah, he's probably completely immune to Genjutsu.
Gonna know.
Like, even if he doesn't blind himself.
yeah.
But like, but he probably just blind himself to keep himself immune to Tsukuyomi, you know,
Okay.
like at worst.
So,
Well,
and then if he has
okay.
Ma and Pa, there's just no way that
Yeah.
he's getting Genjutsu, because they'd just slap the fuck out of him. So,
But I mean, Itachi does have his exploding shadow clones, which are like really versatile, and he
Yes.
can probably like bait Minato with a bunch of exploding clones into getting hit by like the Totsuka blade. Maybe.
This is so mad.
Still
This
really
is
tough.
so mad.
it'd be,
I have a hard
Such a
time
good
seeing
discussion.
Itachi win. The
Love
only
it.
thing about Minato is he doesn't have enough offensive power to pierce the Yata mirror.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, but I don't think he really necessarily has to. I think, like I said before,
Get
that he
around
can
it.
move around it. I mean,
Yeah.
you need to remember that Minato's the guy that was so powerful that in the pain filler, they just fucking sealed him in a Chibaku Tensei so they didn't have to fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Chibaku Tensei inside of a second Chibaku Tensei.
Just so they didn't have to fight him. Like, Pain
Yeah.
was that.
It's like,
Pain,
nope.
The
No, thank
strongest
you.
guy in the Akatsuki, who we did a video on, who's a rival to Itachi, was like, nah, get him out of
he's
here.
No,
just like,
thank you.
I'm not doing it.
So, I mean, it's Sage Mode Minato, I think, takes it, in my opinion. I think base to base is pretty even. I think it
Yeah.
just depends on, you know, how
Hard
you
to call it.
control the
Hard to
fight,
call
how
it.
you write it, per se, or choreograph it. It'd
And
be
there's
basically
Sage
up to
Mode, because
Kishimoto.
Itachi has the
Like,
Genjutsu
if he
shit.
did that. There's, like, no really objective stance.
But if you can sense it and know it.
Especially QB Minato. That's just absolute
Yeah,
stuff,
that's not
like I
fair.
said.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
fair.
kind of murder rape.
It's murder
Murder
rape.
rape.
It's complete stuff.
What?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
base to base,
not fair at all.
base to base, like I said, it's pretty pitched. But Sage Minato takes it, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
then KCM just no, get out of here.
Boom. So yeah, Minato
Don't
wins
at
that. Oh man, this is awesome.
I hate to sound
We're
like a
near the end.
Minato tard, but it's just like
Oh my God, we are.
He
Just
kind of
facts.
has it.
It's just
Yeah,
facts.
it's just the facts,
me,
man.
me and Swag were literally talking about this for like an hour. We're like, damn, how is this fight gonna go? And like, it's
Yeah, it was really complicated. We weren't sure, but I
need to
think
pee.
Minato
Oh,
takes
no.
it both ways.
yeah.
Now, if base Minato fights Edo Itachi, he gets fucking molested.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too
because of
much
the chakra. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. But that's not fair. That's like bullshit.
Definitely bullshit. So
So, all right. If you guys have any thoughts or any
was
disagreements,
awesome,
make
mate.
sure to leave
Totally
why
on board
both
with
of
that.
us are wrong
Totally
in
on
the
board
comments
with that.
below. Of course, you know, as always. Though, if you do think that we're correct anybody who says we're wrong.
Yeah.
Be a good
Brilliant.
commenter. You know, come to our defense.
I agree. Yeah.
That was class.
Right, yeah. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Seth. Seriously, he's on the come up, you know, nearing 150,000.
Boom.
Hey.
It's pretty cool if you guys got him to 150K for me, and make sure you subscribe to me. I'm nearing that
And sub to
200K
both
mark.
the channels.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And make sure you go check out our video where we talked about Naruto versus Hashirama.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was a pretty fun time. They're both pretty tough dudes.
Pretty tough
Anyway,
dudes.
Tough dudes.
Until next time, talk to you later. Peace.
Peace.
Do, 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 do. Is it not doing it? No outro. There we are. That was quality. I loved it. Totally on board with that one. My two favourite characters, and yes, I said from the start I think Minato would win, and they were all on board with that. And my god, I really need to pee, so I can't really do much of an outro. Oh my god. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. What did you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave comments down below, let me know what you watch and discuss in the next videos. Let me know what versus ones you want me to watch. Like, what do I watch next? Because I don't know. I don't know. Let me know, Naruto, blah, 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 and I'll see you guys, yes, you guys, next time.